Jeffy and Locke, over the past few weeks, we've seen protesters, becoming increasingly sophisticated in terms of their strategy and the type of gear they have when they go into these confrontations with the police. Jeffy, how is all of this happening?
So with weeks of intensive training on the ground, the protesters already come up with a set of skills, such as like hand signals, like this means helmets and this means umbrellas. And so these kind of hand signals actually allow them to pass on, like to spread the word on what kind of resources, supplies they would need on the front lines. So 2 weeks ago, when there was a protest in Sha-Tin, soon after the clashes broke out, we can see like protesters immediately purchasing supplies from convenience stores, residents throwing out the supplies from their flats, and also protesters forming a very long human chain so they can pass on the supplies one after one on the front line.
Well, they're also learning from each police confrontation and testing out various gears. For example, for the goggles, they started off with laboratory-style goggles, but they eventually learned that swimming goggles work the best because they seal the best and they don't get into the way of face masks or gas masks they were wearing.
Oh, I see. Now, for these protests, we know that there isn't a clear leader. I want to know, so how are the messages about what type of gear to bring to these protests are being broadcast to the masses?
The protesters co-wrote a kind of strategy or guideline which is in the form of Google documents, and it is updated from time to time, especially ahead of any major protests. So they would include a map, so at least protesters who are going would know how they could leave the site safely, and they're also reminded how to dress. They should dress in black and long pants, and if they are carrying a backpack with them, it's better to be plain color so the police could not identify them easily.
People have also made graphics highlighting various gear and posting them on social media, and people copying and pasting that over the internet, meaning that even if you're just a regular general public, you would know that, oh, if I were to participate, this is the kind of gear I'm expected to be wearing.
So that's how the coordination of all the colors that they wear.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So I want to talk about another piece of technology that's being used by the protest organizers, to communicate, which is the encrypted app Telegram. Now, Locke, you're working on a piece right now to talk about how this all comes together. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Basically, Telegram is like WhatsApp, is encrypted, so the messages are not going to be read by a third party. So privacy is the key here. And once you are on Telegram, then you can sign up to different bulletin boards or chats to discuss what's coming up next in the next protest. But funny enough, they also expect the police to be monitoring it. So the protesters are using cryptic language or inside jokes to single out people who they think are spies, so-called.
Okay. And the fundamental question is, what are the drawbacks to not having a clear leader?
It's almost impossible for the government to end the stalemate by having negotiation with the protesters when there's actually no leader in the whole movement. So weeks ago, Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam actually invited some student leaders from different universities to have a dialogue, but it was turned down. That student leaders not only think such a dialogue should be open, but they also think it should involve more representatives from different sectors.
Another issue would be the action plans don't always get executed. It being decentralized, people are up to make their own decisions. So for instance, some people involved in transporting the resources actually went to the protest site too early, and they were intercepted by the police and got their stuff taken. So it means that without a clear leader, people may be acting on their own instincts, and the plans could derail.
Well, however this plans out, we just hope that all sides stay safe. Thank you both for coming in today.
Thank you.